Hello everyone, welcome to session 76 of Selenium training. In today's session, I am going to continue the live project, guys. I am going to continue the live project which have started in the last session. So I am going to follow the below steps to continue. So far, guys, in this particular framework, I have created this under the SRC test resources feature files folder. I created this register.feature. Okay, I created this register.feature under which I created a scenario. First scenario. In the first scenario, I have implemented only the first step, guys. That is, I launched the application step only. Okay, where did I implement this? I launched the application step. Simply go to SRC test Java under step definitions. Open this register.java. You can see that for each and every step in this feature file, there is an associated method with the same name along the application. Okay, associated method in the register.java step definition class. So out of, you can see that all the steps are not implemented here, guys. Okay, in only the first step method we have launched the browser, whereas all the other steps in the form of methods are actually empty. You see, this is empty, this is empty. Only the first step related method is implemented with this particular line of code, which will launch the application in the opened browser, in the launched browser. Whereas the remaining steps are empty, guys. Remaining step methods are empty in the step definition class. So I'm going to implement all the remaining steps also. Okay. So that's from here to here I'm going to implement now, guys. Okay. So let's first implement the second step, that is this one, guys. And I navigate to the account registration page. And I navigate to the account registration page. So once this first step is executed, that is given I launch the application is executed, it will be like this, guys. Our automation code will launch the browser like this, and in that it will open the application URL like this. This is a state of the application. This is the state of the application before this particular step got executed. So in this particular step, I need to write the code for navigating the user to the account registration page. So from this page, guys, how can you navigate the user to this to the account registration page? So I need to click on my account. After clicking on my account, I need to click on the register. Okay. First, I need to click on the my account, and after clicking on the my account, I need to click on the register. Then the user will be taken to the account registration page. So the second step speaks about navigating the user to the account registration page. So for that, guys, in order to navigate the user to the account registration page from this normal launch page, okay, I have to write some code here. I have to write some automation code here. So guys, so when I launch the application, this is the state, right? So this part is known as headers, guys. These are header options, currency, and this phone number or my account, register login, are all available in the header section. Okay, are all available in the header section of the page. No matter where you navigate, if you navigate to a different page, still the header section will be same, guys. Okay, throughout the application, this particular header section will be same. This will not change. Okay. Now I'm going to follow page object model design pattern, guys. So in order to click on the my account, and click on the register, I will follow the page object model design pattern. So for that, I will first create headers page. Okay, header section or header page. Okay, you can call anything. So let's create some header section in that case. So where is that? Under SRC main Java, you can see a package called com.tutorialsninja.automation.pages. Right click under this one. Right click under this package. Right click on this package and say new class, and name this class as headers section or header page, anything guys, you can give header section or header page. Section resembles more than page, so I'm just giving the section here. For all the remaining things I will give the pages, but for the headers, section is actually apt, right? Click on finish. So header section. Now guys, in the header section, in this header section, I will be creating the web elements. I'll be creating the web elements. So I'm going to create the web elements for these two options. So in order to click on the my account, first I need to create a web element for this my account, and also I need to after clicking on my account, I need to click on register. These two options are from the header section only. So in the header section, I will create the objects for these two options, my account and register. So how do I create? I create like this guys, public static, okay, web driver, public static web driver, sorry, web element, public static web element, and here I will say my account link, my account link. And on the top of this, I will import this web element first from Selenium. And on the top of this, I will say @find by. If you remember, as part of Page Factory, I explained Page Factory in the one of the last sessions, right? One of the sessions earlier, right? So @find by is annotation which belongs to the Page Factory, right? So in this @find by, import this @find by from Selenium, and in this I need to provide the locator. Okay, I need to provide the locator for this my account link. How to provide the locator? Simple. Go here, right click on my account, inspect. Okay, got something like this. So this got located. Let me move this to the downside. Okay, here. Let me inspect it again. Right click on my account option and select inspect. This option is coming, guys. Now I'll say this option is getting highlighted when I inspect like this. So it's like I need to create some XPath here, guys. In order to locate this, I need to create some XPath. Control F. I will type some XPath here, so I check whether that XPath locator is able to locate this element or not. Okay. So it has some text called my account. Copy this my account text anyhow, and now type /span. I'm just creating an XPath locator for this thing, guys. Okay. So when I type the XPath locator, it's highlighting this particular text, which is nothing but my account link. Okay, copy this XPath, which is able to locate the element, and simply here say XPath is equal to. Okay, this is how we create the web elements, guys. This my account link web element belongs to which section on the page? Header section. That's why I created this web element under header section only. Now, guys, another thing. So next thing is that I need to locate. I need to create a web element for the register option now, right? Right click, inspect on register. So this register is nothing but a link text. So copy this text between the tags, anchor tags, and here say public static web element register. Okay, @find by link text is equal to. Okay, like this you can create the different web elements for which are there in the. These web elements are there under the header section. As part of the page object model, you need to create the web elements and reusable methods which belong to the header section under the header sections page, right? Or any other login page or login page related web elements and login page related reusable methods should be created under the login page .java. Like that, guys. For every page, we'll be creating a separate Java file, and in every separate Java file, it will have its own web elements and reusable methods of that particular pages or sections. That's what is the page object model is all about, right? Now I created the two web elements. That's fine. What's next? Add static keyword for all the methods. Okay, I will explain why I am saying like this. So guys, let's go back to the register.java where I have to implement this second step. That is, I navigate to the account registration page. So in order to navigate to the account registration page from this page, guys, so first I need to click on the my account option, right? First I need to click on the my account option. In order to click on the my account option, you don't have to write driver dot find element dot click or something like that. Okay, you don't have to write the complete code. Instead, it is handled at the framework level. So when I talk about the framework level, when you expand these things under the framework package, there is some class known as elements, guys. In elements, we have written all the reusable methods. Like when I press Control O on my keyboard in this particular elements.java, you will see all the different methods that are available in this elements.java here. Okay, a lot of methods are there. You can use them, guys. If you want to get the title of the page, you can call this method. Okay, if you want to clear a text box field, you can call where is that? You can call this clear text box web element. Okay, like this. If you want to type some text into, you can say type text of web element. Okay, so if you want to click on any button or checkbox option or whatever it is, you have the click method already written. In the framework level, we have written all the things, guys. You don't have to write again and again. Okay, these things are already implemented at the framework level. Simply you need to reuse them. So at the framework level in the elements.java, these reusable methods are available. So as part of that here, so all these reusable methods are like all these reusable, most of the reusable methods here, which I mentioned under the elements class, are static type, right? Static type. So if I have to call type text, I have to say elements.type text, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say elements. This is a class. Elements is a class name, guys. At the framework level, which I created. Dot. I want to click, guys. I want to click on the my account link. So do you find any click? No, right? Why you are not able to find the click? Because in the elements, I forgot to provide static keyword for all the reusable methods here. So as part of the framework upgradation, what you can do, guys, is like whatever the methods which are not provided with static keyword, till here the static keyword is there. From here the static keyword is not there. So simply start type providing the static keyword before all the reusable methods inside this elements.java. So for all the reusable methods which don't have the static keyword, just provide the static keyword, guys, so that you can access this all these reusable methods using the class name. That is, class name is nothing but the elements dot deselect radio button, whatever you can say. Okay, all the static methods can be accessed in that way. Okay, static. Here also static, static, static. Keep on, guys. Keep on adding the static keyword for all the reusable methods. There are a lot of reusable methods which are already created by the person who has developed this framework. Okay, simply you are using these methods. You don't have to work from scratch. Instead, you can call these reusable methods whenever you want to perform something. Static. Just make all the methods static, guys. You are bored of, you just copy paste. Static, static, all static methods, guys. I'm just making all the methods as static so that you can access them using the class name. So now all the methods are specified with the static keyword. Just save it. Now, guys, now try to access the click method using the which is there inside the elements class dot click. You see, I'm not now getting, because this click is now made static so that you can access with the help of the class name elements dot click. So here is a web element element. So here you need to provide the element, guys. On you want to click something, right? What is that you want to click? I want to click this my account option. So in the header section, which I just now created under the pages, okay, which I have under the pages package, I created a header section, and that I provided two elements already. I just declared two elements, created two web elements. So here in the register file, if I say elements.click, here I need to access this my account link. So it's already static, guys. My account link is also static. So in order to access this my account, I have to access with the help of the class name, that is header section dot my account link. So here elements dot click, which element? Headers section dot my account link, like this. Similarly, after clicking on this my account, immediately we will get this register option. I need to click on this register option also. For that also I will write the code, similar code, elements dot click off. Even that register option is also specified in the header section only, header section class only, header section dot register you have to call. So headers section dot register. So it will click on the my account followed by the register. So what will happen when it click on the my account followed by the register? It will take the user to the registration page, register page. It will take the user to the register page. So that's how we have to implement the next step, guys. Okay, and here I created header section, right? Instead of page, I created header section Java class under this thing, and then any other place header section. Okay, yeah, I'm just changing from page to section. Fine. Now we did all this stuff. Now, guys, as part of the page object model and page factory, you remember these elements need to be reinitialized every time, right? It's better that you have to reinitialize them automatically. You need to initialize all these things, otherwise there is a as part of the page object model and page factory, there is a situation where these elements may lose their assignments. That is, they need to be initialized again and again, guys. Whenever we navigate away from the pages and come back, these elements may not work, right? That's the reason we use page factory. And why we use page factory? Because there is a, you can create a constructor here, okay, which can initialize this web elements whenever an object is created. That's what I am going to do. So how to initialize these elements? That's the advantage of the page factory, right? So why you are declaring these elements as the web elements and providing with @find by page factory annotations? The reason behind this is that these web elements can be easily initialized. Okay, what is the code for initializing, automatically initializing these web elements as explained in the page object model and page factory concepts earlier? So what you have to do here is, you have to say, you have to create a constructor here, guys. Just create a constructor. How to create a constructor? Public. The name of the constructor will be same as the name of the class. So just provide like this. In this, you have to say page factory dot init elements driver and page. This driver is not available here. This is available in the base.java, as you already know. Under base.java, this driver is available. So simply call the driver using base.driver. Base.driver, because driver is of static type. Using the class name, you can access this driver. So base.driver you have to say, and here for the page you just say this. This means header section. Okay, header section class. So here when you say page factory dot initialize elements of base.driver dot this comma this means that this particular class related web elements need to be initialized. Okay, whenever this particular constructor is called, all these web elements will be automatically initialized. Okay, will not face any problems, guys. So the if you don't initialize them, you will get stale element reference exception, guys. In general, you'll get stale element reference exception. To avoid that, you have to initialize the elements. Okay, initialize the elements automatically. That automatically initializing the elements is possible with the help of the page factory. Okay, page factory. So these two belongs to page factory, guys. Page factory, find by annotations belong to the page factory, which are provided by Selenium only. Okay, so fine. Constructor is already created. Next step is that if you don't remember what I am doing here, guys, page factory init elements or @find by, just refer to the page object model in page factory session before coming here. Okay, I just created a constructor to initialize this web elements. Okay, I already explained what is the purpose of this web elements and how the page factory automatically initializes the elements whenever the header section is called. Okay, so I just created a constructor to automatically, this particular statement will automatically initialize the elements. Okay, so I'm just providing this particular statement inside the constructor so that whenever I create an object for this header section class, automatically this constructor will be called, and all these web elements inside this header section will be initialized automatically. Okay, so guys, the next step will be obviously creating an object for this header section in the register.java. So here you are trying to write the code elements.click header section my account link register. So this header section my account link or register may not work properly, guys. There is a chance that my account link and register may not, uh, these web elements may not work properly because they may have to be reinitialized. Okay, there may be some situations where these elements need to be initialized automatically before actually clicking on these elements. We have to initialize them properly. To overcome this problem, page factory, according to the page factory, what do you have to do? I need to create here. I need to create an object for this header section class. So let me create an object for the header section class. Header section is equal to new header section. What will happen, guys, when I create an object for this header section? Whenever this particular method is called, this object will be created and this constructor will be called, guys. So whenever this constructor is called, we'll go to this header section constructor, and this constructor will automatically initialize all these web elements. You don't have to reinitialize every time, guys, manually. So instead, whenever you create an object, automatically the header section will be called and your web elements will be initialized. That's how we have created this framework. Now, guys, I just created that. This is fine. So anything else I need to do? That's fine, guys. About this, I navigate to account registration page is done. Similar, guys, similar way, you are going to create separate pages for different web elements, and also you are going to create the constructors to initialize the web elements. Okay, so this is the same process is going to repeat for each and every step here. Okay, now let's go to the next step, that is implementing. I provide all the below value details step. The next step, guys, what is the next step here in the framework? In this feature file, what is the next step? I implemented this step. Now the next step is to I provide all the below value details. Okay. Here, after navigating to the registration page, after clicking on my account and clicking on register option, it will take you to the register page, account register page. In this, you need to provide all these user details: first name, last name, email, telephone, password, confirm password, privacy option, and click on continue button. All these things you have to perform, right? Now I'm going to do that as part of this. I have to implement that thing. I have to automate that particular thing with in this particular step. I provide all the below value details. So I need to provide all these details in the register account register page. How is that possible? How is that possible? So go to register page. Here you see, guys. So I need to provide this. I need to enter the details into the respective fields. Further, guys, where are these options? Where are these elements available? Where are this first name, last name, email, telephone available? In the account register page. That is register page, right? So before I do any operations in the register page, first I need to what I need to do. I need to go to this pages package, and under that I need to create a new class, and the class name is register page. Okay, so that in the register page I will be creating the web elements. Now the register page, I will be creating the web elements for all these fields: first name, last name, whatever the fields I want to interact, I will create the web elements here. First, let's create the web element for the first name. So public static web element first name. Just give the name, guys, as first name. Any name you can give here. On the top of that, you have to say @find by. Let's inspect this first name text box field. When I inspect, it has an ID attribute, guys. Copy this ID value, copy, and here you have to say ID is equal to double quotes. ID is equal to double quotes. Just give the locator ID locator. Hover the mouse on web element and import the web element from Selenium. At the same time, @find by, import it from the Selenium. Fine. First name web element is now ready. Similarly, I need to create the web elements for all the remaining elements also. That is last name, email, telephone, etc. So again, create public static web element, last name. Here provide @find by, ID is equal to. So inspect. This also has an ID. Copy this ID value. Copy this ID value and paste into this Eclipse. Paste into this ID locator. Okay. Similarly, third one, public static web element, So this is an email, guys. Just give some name as email. Okay. So @find by, inspect it. So this also has an ID value. Copy this ID value and say ID is equal to done. Email web element is also ready. The next thing is after email, telephone is there. So create something for telephone. Say @find by, inspect. Some ID value is there. Copy this. ID is equal to this telephone. Again, password has come. Right click, inspect the password field. It also has an ID value, that is input password is ID value. So public static web element password @find by. It also has an ID I told. So ID is equal to the password ID field value, locator value. So password confirmation. It also has an ID attribute. So input confirm. Public static web element confirm password @find by. ID is equal to, you have to provide this ID value. Like this, guys. What are the fields I want to enter? Okay. For all those fields, I just created the web elements like this. I just created the web elements for all the required fields. So I created the register page first. In that, I created the required web elements for this particular step. In order to implement this step, I need to create some web elements in the register page.java. So I just created them already. Now I need to write the code for entering the text. So into the first name, what should I enter? Into the first name, I need to enter this Ravi. Okay. Whatever the details I provided here, those details I need to enter, guys. Okay. So I'll give some name here, guys. Ravi Kiran 2, something like this. Okay. Just give some name like Ravi Kiran 2. Ravi Kiran 2. Okay. Just this user is not available in my DB. So that's the reason I'm giving this Ravi Kiran 2 here. So whatever the details that you have here, those details will be, those details I want to enter into the into the first name. Into the first name, I want to enter which text? Ravi. Into the last name, I need to enter Kiran. Like that. I need to automate in such a way that into the first name field, Ravi should be entered. Into the last name, Kiran should be into the email field. This Ravi.Kiran2 should be entered into the telephone. This particular mobile number should be entered, and into the password field and confirm password field, this Kiran password should be entered. So that's what I have to automate now. So further, guys, go to register.java where you have to implement this particular step. Now you got the data table here. First of all, guys, convert this data table into the map, guys. So copy this data table, say dot as map. So I'm converting this data table. This is nothing but data table, guys. This belongs, this whatever the feature I'm explaining, which I already explained, guys. In the as part of the Cucumber sessions, I explained how to convert the data table into the map and all those stuff. I'm just I will not take so much time for explaining it again. Data table dot as map of what is the type of this first name and what is the type of these values. Both are strings, right? So here I will say key type is string dot class, and also value type is also string dot class. Done. So put a semicolon. I am converting this data table of this feature file into the map of Java. Over the mouse, the return type is map of string comma string. So here map of string comma string map is equal to small. Like this you have to create. Import this map from java.util collections, and then that's it. Now the things are good. Now guys, I need to do something. What I need to do? I need to enter the first name into the first name field, right? I already created the web elements, right? Where did I create the web elements? Under register page, all the web elements are already created. So I'm going to use this web elements, and into the web elements I need to get the data from this data table and enter. So for that I'll start with like this elements dot what operation I need to perform, guys. I need to type the text into the first name field. So for that we have already written a reusable method at the framework level, that is type text. So type text, here in the first parameter I need to provide as web element, in the second parameter I need to provide the data. Okay, so elements dot type text, which element I need to provide the enter the data first? I need to enter the data into the first name field. This first name field locator is already created under the register page like this. Okay, so this is static, so you can call register page dot first name here. So here in the place of element you can say register page dot first name. Okay, so which data I need to enter into this first name field? I need to enter the data from this feature file. So this Ravi data I need to enter. Okay, this is the key and this is the value, guys. Using the key name I will retrieve the value now. So how to do that? I will say map dot get. I need to provide the key name. What is the key name here? In the double quotes provide the key name is first name. If you provide the key name as first name, it will retrieve the value Ravi. Okay, so that's the logic. So map.get of first name will retrieve the name Ravi. Ravi will be entered into the first name field. Okay, will be type text field. Similar to click method, type text is also implemented at the framework level. The purpose is to type this particular text into the required web element field. Similarly, I need to enter last name, this particular last name into the last name field. So for that, I have to say same thing, guys. Elements dot again type text. In case of register page dot last name, you have to say, and here you have to say map dot get of double quotes give this last name. Okay, done. Now third thing I have to do is element dot type text. Sorry. Elements dot type text web element. Now register page dot first name, last name, and email field. Okay, after entering the first name, last name, I need to enter the email field. So for that I have email, and here I have to say map dot get of which data I need to retrieve. I need to retrieve the value of this key, email key. So that's nothing but Ravi Kiran 2. Okay, that will come here. Done. Now don't forget to change this to 2, guys, otherwise you will may face issues. Okay, just change it to 2. Now after email I need to enter the telephone. So for that I will write elements dot, everything is typing only, guys. All the fields are text fields which I have to type. Element, web element, here I have to say register page dot telephone. In this I have to retrieve the data of from the feature file map dot get of which data I need to retrieve. I need to retrieve this data, which is nothing but the value of this particular telephone key. So I will paste this key value so that you will get the value of this telephone. and that value will be entered into this telephone text box field using this type text reusable method of the framework. Elements dot type text register page dot into the password field. I need to enter map dot get of this particular password I need to enter. So another field is also there. After entering the password field, there is another field that is password confirmation also is there. So in order to enter the same password into the password confirmation, I will write like this. Elements dot type text dot type text web element. So here I will say register page dot confirm. Into the confirm password field, I need to enter the same password again, right? I'll say map dot get of the same password which I have provided here. That retrieved value will also be provided into this confirm password field. So this is how I have to implement, guys. Okay, this is how I have to implement. This is fine. First you need to convert that into the map, and after converting the map you can retrieve with the help of the key values and enter into the respective fields. Now next step. So did I create a constructor to initialize these web elements whenever these particular web elements are called? No, right? So to initialize them automatically, I need to create a constructor, guys, in the register page similar to the header section. So public register page constructor will have the same name. So inside this, I have to say page factory dot init elements base dot driver. Here I have to say this. Import this base from the base package. Done. But still, this constructor will not be called, right? Until you create an object for this class, this constructor will not be called. So in the register, while using these things at the top, inside here, inside this, create an object for the register page so that the constructor, respective constructor will be called. Register page is equal to new register page. Okay, done. So I create an object also. Now guys, one more thing I need to do. In the register, I've written a lot of statements, guys. If one or two statements, not an issue, guys. If one or two statements, not an issue. But here you can see a lot of statements here. I don't want to have this many number of steps here. Instead, I want to move these things into the reusable method. Okay, inside the register page. How to do that? You can create a reusable method inside the register page, guys. If you see a lot of code here, you can simply convert them into a reusable method inside the register page, and then I'll create something in the register page. Apart from the web elements, you can also create the reusable methods. So one reusable method is public static void enter all details. Here I will say data table. Import this from Cucumber. So why I created this parameter, guys? So that I will copy paste everything now. Okay, Control X, copy paste everything, something like this. Okay, into this reusable method, I will not have this thing. Instead, here this data table, I will pass into this. I will pass to this thing so that these things will be done. So I need to call this method, right? Enter all details method I need to call, and this is static type, so I can call with the help of the register page. So I'll call like this. Register page dot enter all details. In this, I will be passing this data table. Okay, like this. Instead of writing too many lines of code, you can convert that into a reusable method inside the register page and call it from here. Okay, like this. Now the next step, guys, this is one more thing you did. So you have called the reusable methods and you created a reusable method also. This everything is done now. Now let's move to the next step, guys. Implement I select the privacy policy step. Okay. Next step is after this is done, you can move to the next step, that is I select the privacy policy option. I select the privacy policy. So here you need to implement that particular step, guys. For that, what you will do to select this privacy policy, where is this privacy policy option available? In the same register page, guys, in the same register page, the same privacy policy checkbox option is available. So what you have to do, you have to create the web element for this privacy policy, guys. So here, let's create the web element for the privacy policy, where you have to create the privacy policy web element. Since the privacy policy is there in the register page, you have to create the web element under the register page.java, guys. So let's create one more web element here, that is public static web element privacy policy. Now here say at the rate find by, let's find the locator for this, inspect, this is getting located. Here you see input type checkbox name. I can provide the CSS selector, guys. So let me create a CSS selector, or no need to create the CSS selector, because this particular thing has a name attribute. Directly can give the name here. Agree is the name and its value of this name attribute. So instead I will copy this agree and say here simply name is equal to, okay, right, name is equal to agree. This is also done. Now here go to register. I select the privacy policy. How do I select the privacy policy, guys? Since the object for the register page is already created, you don't have to create again. What you will do here is, I will say simply say elements dot click register page dot privacy policy. That's it. We are done, guys. That's it. We are done. Okay. Now the next step. Now let's move to the next step, guys. As part of the next step, I need to click on the continue button. So here I need to implement how to click on the continue button. So to have the web element for the continue button, where exactly the continue button available? Continue button is there in the register page. So I have to create the web element for this continue button in the register page of the framework. Okay, so you go to the register page and create a web element, public static web element continue button, the rate find by, inspect this button. So this button, does it have any idea or name or any other things? No, right? So I need to create a CSS selector for this. Control F. Type is equal to submit, value is equal to continue. Input type is equal to submit, value is equal to continue. Okay, it's locating the button. So copy the CSS selector. Here say CSS is equal to like this. Okay, done. Now go to the register.java where you have to implement this step. So here you this is also clicking on the button, right? Elements dot click on say register page dot continue button, like this. You have to write this step like this. So what exactly I'm doing is, first I went to the register page. After that I entered all the required details, that is first name, last name, email, telephone, password, confirm password. After entering that, I selected the privacy policy and then I am clicking on the continue. Why I'm doing all this stuff, guys? Because I want to create a register. I want to register an account, new account I want to create. For that reason, I am registering my account here using these steps. So after providing the first name, last name, email, telephone, password, confirm password, after selecting this privacy policy, I'm going to click on the continue button so that the account will be registered into the application. Now guys, that's also is done. Another step I need to implement, the last step. So the last step speaks like this. Then I should see that the user account has successfully created. How to verify that the account has successfully created? So here I will give in the register page, guys, I will give some dummy details. X ABCD X dot ABCD at the rate some gmail.com. Just creating some dummy email, dummy profile, guys. Just give some number, some dummy password. I'm just giving so that I want to see what will happen when I click on the continue button if the account is successfully created. When the account is successfully created, okay, you will be taken to the success page, account success page. You will be taken to the account success page. So if I validate, if I verify whether, if I using the in the automation code, if I verify if this verify whether this success option has come or not. If it has come, that means that my account has successfully created, right? I will just check for this success option. For that, guys, I have to implement this. I should see, right? So simply go here, remove this, not required. Here say how to verify whether this success option is coming or not. In order to verify whether success option is coming or not, this success option is available in which page, guys? Account success page only, right? I need to create the account success page. Account success page I need to create. So in order to verify whether this element is displayed or not, I need to create this web element inside the account success page. Then only I can validate, right? So under the pages package, right click new, create class, all these classes account success page. Click on finish. In the account success page, I can create the web element which belongs to the account success page, that is nothing but the success breadcrumb. This is a success breadcrumb, guys. Right click inspect. It's a link text having the text as success. So I'll create something like this: public static web element account, or else you can simply say success breadcrumb. Top of this, simply say at the rate find by link text like this. Okay. Import this find by from Selenium and web element also from Selenium. Done. Now, guys, next thing, I need to create a constructor to initialize this web element, right? Whenever this web element is called, I need to initialize it, right? Otherwise, these things may not work sometimes. So for that, I will create a constructor to automatically initialize this web elements whenever a object for this account success page is created. Okay. So public constructor, same thing, guys. For every page, you have to do the same thing. Page factory dot init elements base dot driver. Here I will say this. Import this base from base package. Then it will automatically initialize. Now from the register page where I am implementing this step, before implementing this, okay, I need to create an object for that, right? To create an object for this account success page. Account success page new account success page. Done. Hover and import. Now, guys, I will verify whether the success breadcrumb has come or not. Okay. After clicking continue button, I need to verify whether success breadcrumb has come or not. For that, I will say elements dot is displayed. Some reusable method is already created at the framework level, so you can call directly is displayed. Which element you are trying to check whether that is displayed or not? That element is nothing but register page dot, not register page, account success page, guys. Account success page dot account success page dot success breadcrumb. Okay, like this. But it will return either true or false. This particular step will return either true or false, but this will not solve my problem, guys. If it returns true, nothing will happen. If it returns false, if is displayed returns false, nothing will happen. So I need to add some assertions, guys. I have to write something like this: assert dot assert true. Okay, I'm just validating. Here I will remove this JUnit frame assert. import this asset from arc.jinit. After that, provide this condition. I am validating for the true, guys. Okay, if it is true, then the test case will pass. If this condition will return false, the test case will fail. So this particular thing, just move inside this condition. Okay, as part of the condition, just. So what I'm doing here, I'm checking whether this particular element is displayed. If it is displayed, this particular is displayed, return true. Since it is assert true, the test case will pass. If the element is not available, that means login registration is not successful. In that case, it will return false. So assert true or false will fail the test case. Okay, like that we have written the code, guys. Okay. Now, guys, we are done with the first scenario. Almost we are done with the first scenario completely. Now let's execute this scenario. Okay, close up, save, and then open the runner class once. Just open the runner class. In that we have specified that access at the rate register tag and at the rate one. That is nothing but these things, guys. Same time, I provided the feature file as register.feature in the tags as at the rate register and one. So this particular scenario has the at the rate register one and one tags inside this register.feature. So when I run this runner class, it will execute this particular scenario only. So right click, run as JUnit test. Let's see what will happen. Okay, it started executing. It has started the Chrome browser from which is mentioned in the hooks class. From there, it has maximized and navigated to the application. From here, it has clicked on the register option and it has taken the user already to the register page. Now it's providing all the user details like first name to last name and click on the continue button, and it has seen the success breadcrumb. That's why the scenario got passed. Do you think this particular scenario will pass second time? When I execute this for second time, this particular scenario will pass or not? Right? We don't know, right? So before executing this for second time, let me check the results. Right click, refresh this project, refresh this project. So under the target, report will be generated. Open this report, index.html, right click on index.html under Cucumber HTML report folder. Here say open with web browser. You see the complete scenario got passed. It's in green color. Now guys, I am running this particular same scenario for second time. Let's see what will happen. This time it will pass or fail. Let's see. It will fail anyhow. For the first time it got passed, guys, but for the second time it will fail, guys. There is a reason why it will fail. I will explain. And also I will explain the remedy for the failure also. Okay, after this. So it went to the application, it went to the register page. It will provide all the details now. You see, got an error. And here you see the scenario got failed. There is a reason why it got failed. So it was very fast, right? You are not able to find out. So what you can do is you can simply refresh this project again. This time it got failed, right? Second time it got failed. So let's find out under the Cucumber HTML report, right click on index.html this time and say open with web browser. This time it got failed, guys. This last step, then step got failed. You see, only the then step is in red color, and there is reason that no such element, that is breadcrumb. Okay, link text success breadcrumb is not available. It seems. Why it is not available? That because the user has not logged in. If user has not logged in, you will not see the if the account has not been successfully created, you will not see the success breadcrumb, right? That's the problem. So, and also there is a screenshot here. What happened? Where exactly the script got failed? You see, while in the account register page, while entering the details here, it's saying that an error has come. Email address is already registered. That's correct, right? You will not in general applications, in any application like let's say Amazon.com or Flipkart.in or whatever that is. When you create an account with a specific email address, it will not allow you to create the email the another account with the same email address, right? Duplicate email address accounts cannot exist. That's where it says email address is already registered. That's correct only. So how to overcome this problem in while creating these scenarios, guys? So here we have every time it will take the ravi.kiran to @gmail. Is there any solution to solve this problem? Because for the second time when I run this scenario, this will not allow me. What I can do here is along before this email address, I want to add a timestamp, guys. I want to add a timestamp so that timestamp will keep on varying, and the ends on appending the timestamp with this email address, the email will be uniquely generated every time. So how to overcome this problem? I'm going to explain that. I need to append the timestamp. Okay. So where is the logic for this particular step, guys? Where is the logic when I provide all the below valid details? So open this restart.java. Somewhere register page, enter all details. This is the thing. At this location and in this method, we are entering this email address. So map.getIn, whatever the email I am getting from this I'm providing here, that I am passing every time. For the first time it is fine, but for the second time, this email address is already registered, so it will not allow the user to register. That's the problem. To overcome this problem, I will append some timestamp here in the register page where I am entering the details. Before this thing, I will simply say system dot current time millis plus. Okay, this is what. So timestamp plus some email address. Okay, every time this stamp will verify, hence a new email ID will be used for registration. Now this time, guys, after solving this problem, simply try to run this runner.java. Right click. Where is that runner? Right click, run as JUnit test. This time, guys, no matter how many times you run, the scenarios will keep on passing. Okay, because timestamp will differ, and the default timestamp will be appended to the email address. Okay, it is modified. Email address will be now modified. You see. So first name it's entering. You see some timestamp plus email address is there now. Okay. So it has passed. Now again I am trying to run the same runner.java and see what will happen for second time. This will pass for second time also now, because the timestamp that is going to append now while executing for second time will be different from what the timestamp that got appended to the email address in the first go. Right? Both the timestamp will be different. Okay, register page. First name, last name. The timestamp provided here will be different, guys. So this class pass for second time. This is how we can resolve the problem, guys. Okay, how the problem got resolved. So, guys, I can execute the script multiple times and observe that the scenario will get passed every time now, right? So, in this session, guys, in today's session, I have explained. I have automated the first scenario completely. I have automated the first scenario in this register.feature file. Today, completely I automated, guys. In the next session, I am going to create few more scenarios under this same register.feature file. I'm going to create few more scenarios, few more registration flows I'm going to create. Okay, and I will automate all the things also. Okay, all the remaining scenarios also I will automate, but in the next session. In today's session, I completed this scenario, guys, and it's working fine, right? Okay, guys, see you in next session. Bye, guys.